when we work together, we can achieve the next impossible dream. I'm looking into something that was taking night pictures. It was a camera, and I'm looking into it, and I clicked the trigger and took a picture. What do you suppose that is? First selfie in space. The true value of Apollo is the amazing story of innovation, teamwork that overcame the many obstacles to reach the moon. And I feel like such a privileged person to be here on Earth at this time when my mother was born, when airplanes first started. And then I get a chance to walk on the moon. And now my great joy is planning for other people to reach Mars permanently. Now that's a life. In all, it took a team of 400,000 people working together for a shared goal. From the engineers and rocket scientists, program managers, technicians, even the seamstress that worked on our spacesuit. It was a unified effort, everyone working toward the goal. So today, at the age of 86, my life is better than ever, and I feel that things are really coming together, that I've reached out and tried to put together into a cycling pathway from Earth to the moon, to Mars, to occupy Mars. And it's international, and I consider myself a global space statesman. And I've been doing my best to move things forward. And people ask me, why do we need to go to Mars? Why do we even need a space program? Because by venturing into space, we improve life for everybody here on Earth. The scientific advancements, the innovations that come from space-based research create products, technology that we use in our daily lives. Cell phones, TV, global positioning system, medical advances, extremely important to us. Many of these would not have been possible without the investments in the space program. Not so long ago, I visited a man almost as famous, more famous than we are, because he talks about how it all began, or maybe where it's going. Now he has said, and I quote, this is Stephen Hawking, professor, and I think this was in his home in Cambridge. He said, we have made remarkable progress in the last 100 years, but if we here on Earth want to continue, our future is in space. I couldn't agree more. I won't be around to see a lot of this happen, but I want to do everything I can to lay the groundwork for it to happen. And I I've been planning this space transportation system called Cycling Pathways to Occupy Mars since 1985. And now, with the help and background of MIT, but Purdue University and several studies there, and my new Aldrin Space Institute at Florida Tech, now we're putting together a team to help fulfill and develop these concepts that I've been working on for 30 years. And it needs a little tying it together, a lot of people to understand and to be convinced. And that's pretty tough for politicians who want things to happen their way. And the goal is not just to visit and come back, or to visit and stay there till somebody relieves you, then you can come back. That keeps somebody there. But to visit and stay and build up a settlement, a colony. So this is my objective. And you ain't seen nothing yet. All of this is just the past. These people are talking a little bit about the future, and I'd love to tell you all the neat things. You'll hear about them. Now, I figure that I need all the help I can get. So, March of last year, I visited Stonehenge, and I sent a message up to the cosmos. Aside from my space efforts, I still have an adventuresome spirit. I've been up to the North Pole, and I was on a Russian nuclear icebreaker. I've been down 3,810 meters, or approximately 2 miles, to the ocean floor to see the Titanic. I was in a French yellow submarine. My favorite thing to do on this planet is to scuba dive. And I try to do it a couple times a year when the schedule allows. Now here I was in the Galapagos Island in 2010, 8 years old, and Andy's the one that took the picture. It was a head-on pass, and I got on top of the whale shark. He was swimming faster than I was. So I would slide back, and I knew that if I looked down, there was a dorsal fin. So I grabbed it for a short ride. My favorite picture now, but don't try this at home anyway. Go to the Galapagos. Now I'm planning a trip, or a trip is being planned, to the South Pole for later in this year. Now, that's not me, and that's not Andy, but you never know where we're going to be. And if you're interested in keeping up with my activities, they're updated on www.buzzaldrin.com. Also, don't forget to follow me, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Twitter. Twitter at The Real Buzz. Not this Lightyear stuff. Now, my newest book, No Dream is Too High. Life Lessons from a Man Who Walked on the Moon. Fairly interesting reading. A lot of new things are coming along, and I never get too old to learn, I can tell you. Humanity needs to explore. We explore before we expire. We need to push beyond current limits, just like we did in 1969. Apollo was the story of people at their very best. We started with a dream, and we did the impossible. I know. I'm living proof. Whatever anybody else says about it, I'm going there. And I believe the impossible can be done again. So, all of us, let's go for it. Thank you very much.